What's going on, people? We're back again. Welcome to another weekly edition of You Know the Score. And what a week it's been. We've seen a lot of games this week. But today we're going to be reviewing briefly the big game, which was at Old Trafford, which was between Manchester United and Liverpool. We're going to be discussing, Arsenal's discontent for Unai Emery. They thought they turned the corner, but unfortunately, it seems like they haven't. It's still soft-centred. And we'll also be building up to the big game of the weekend coming up, which is going to be Liverpool versus Tottenham at Anfield. Now, to dissect all of this information for you people at home today, watching You Know the Score, is my good friend Toby. Back in the studio, and my guy Holmes. Guys, glad to have you here today. But we begin with the big game at Old Trafford, which ended Manchester United 1, Liverpool 1. Mm-hmm. Liverpool, they were licking their lips about going to Old Trafford and finally being able to get a victory against Manchester United, because we all know there's never much love when they come OT. Never much love.
OT.
Yeah,
they didn't do none of that.
Yeah, they didn't do none of that.
We didn't turn up really and truly.
So going into the game, let me ask you, obviously, how did you feel going into the game? Did you feel this was going to be the time? Because I think you've only got one win in 15 games at Old Trafford. Did you think this was the game that you was going to get 3 points?
I'm not going to lie, I thought, deep down, there was a bit of me that said, look at the state of this Man United team now. They're crying not to go away, come away with 3 points.
Yeah.
But there was a bit of me that said, these guys are going to play like Christ is with them, so they're gonna do the mad thing, really. They're not going to...
Because you wasn't so confident whilst we was watching the game in the pub.
Because I could see where it was going, where all this was going. The misplaced passes, Robinson letting the crowd get to him. I think there was one time, even Neville said it, they were booing us every time we had the ball in it.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, Robinson, he just kicked it out.
He folded under the pressure.
Yeah, it's folded.
Yeah. It folded. How did you see the game? How did you see?
Well, you know what? I'll be honest, I kind of went into the game thinking that, Liverpool are going to give these guys a hiding.
Of course you thought that.
But, I wanted to see that. But then, 20 minutes into the game, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It's not even like Liverpool were panicking. They were mad, still composed, but they were just misplacing passes.
There was a lot of disconnection.
It wasn't the flow.
Yeah,
obviously
it was mad.
What were your phases of play?
You know what it was? I'm not going to lie. When I saw no Salah, even though Salah doesn't do nothing, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
He doesn't do anything against United. Let's just be honest. He don't do nothing.
Let's just be real.
Yeah,
but just having him as a threat there, it's nice.
When I saw the team sheet, no offense to Rigi, that's my guy and all that, but he's one of them super subs, isn't it? That's somebody you want to bring on in the last 10 minutes.
To disorientate them.
Against Sheffield United, you brought him up last 10 minutes to change the game. Something like that. You don't want him to start though, because when he starts, I don't know.
Yeah,
ideally, you probably would have wanted to start Shaqiri, right?
Yes, no.
But he's out of favour at the moment.
I think he's injured right now.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Klopp fancies him though.
He's not even on the subs. He's injured right now, I believe. And if he isn't, then I'll have him talk some Newcastle.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I think Shaqiri's done well for you guys.
Yeah, me too. Me personally.
But he's out of favour of Klopp.
Yeah,
but he's always been out of favour.
He was bought. I thought he was gonna.
I thought he was bought as a replacement for one of the wingers.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Actually. Well, possibly, yeah.
Not replacement.
Not replacement, but someone to be pushing them two for.
Not replacement, understudy to.
Salah,
if Mane or Salah gets injured, you bring in Shaqiri.
I believe the guy is injured right now. At least I would like to believe that he's injured. But if he ain't, then I don't know why he's not.
What are you saying? Klopp's giving him the Ozil, the Emery's giving him.
I believe he had it. But then again, I swear he played for Switzerland.
Who? Shaqiri.
Yeah.
Listen, I have no idea. But look, before the game, obviously, this game was built up between obviously the managers and the teams. We've got Ollie. We were singing Ollie was at the wheel last season.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Klopp was taking shots at Ollie though.
He was. He was trying to. He was taking a few shots at Ollie.
Taking a couple.
And then obviously Klopp.
I can't remember. He was
the only shots I saw were from Ollie. Like he said, Man
And
United
Klopp
are not
fired
going to
back.
go 30 years without winning.
No, we won't.
How do you know you?
We're not gonna.
Mate, you're
we're not.
flirting with relegation right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're 10 games in. It's 10 games
Yeah,
in.
but when
Nah,
you
it's looking mad for Man United. I mean,
You're so confident, but let's look at this graphic here. Yeah? You're so confident about your gaffer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying Oli is going to be the guy to lead us to, astronomical heights again. But looking at this graphic here, right?
the early days.
The early days. Look at Klopp's early days.
Yeah.
So he won 13, drew
Can I
8,
say something?
lost 8.
Look at the team. Mate.
So the people can hear, yeah. So the people can hear. Ollie's got.
Okay, cool. Fair play. Fair play to
equal.
Ole. But listen, what team did Ole take over, and what team did Klopp take over?
You took over a bad team. Klopp took over a bad
Exactly.
team. Well,
And look at the team Ole has.
I was even going to say that. Do you know what I was going to say?
Yeah.
I was going to say, the one difference I can say is when Klopp took over and then first 13 games, you could slyly see what they was trying to do.
Yeah,
you could
that's
slightly
what
see he was
they
trying to do
did.
this pressing game
And
thing.
remember, he
But what about Ole's first
But you
8
can't,
games?
I don't know what Ole.
What about Ole's first
He's at
8
the
games?
wheel and he's doing the madness. So
No,
like,
but what about Ollie's first 8 to 10 games though?
I didn't. What when you guys beat
They'll beat
Tottenham?
everybody.
When you guys beat Tottenham?
No,
was
we
it?
was just beating everyone and we beat you.
But
I was there.
There wasn't necessarily
beat us
no
though.
style of play. Like he done the little 4-4-2 diamond, I think, when he done.
But who's to
Pogba
say?
and-
Who's to say that? I'm not saying because I don't feel Ollie's the
I'm
man
just
to
saying.
get. Who's
Klopp
to say
had
that?
he had a more identity
But who's
to
to,
him at them times.
who's to say that Ollie's not going to replicate what Klopp has done?
Yeah, I
who's
think
to
it's
say
safe to
that?
say he's not going to replicate.
No, but you're saying that based on Klopp's reputation because obviously he's got a CV. He's got a great CV. I mean, I'm not saying I trust Ollie to take us there, but who's to say that he won't take us there? I know you're not seeing anything at this moment in time. It's a bit peak
Yeah,
right now.
that's why. That's
I
why I
don't
don't think he'll take you there.
But look at the record though. The stats suggest.
I'll be honest with you. The only
Yeah.
place that guy's taking you is the championship. If he continues, that's all he's taking.
No.
you to.
Let's
Okay, it's all fun and games, yeah.
Yeah,
Until it's
let's
another
be
10
honest.
games and you've got something like
Do you know
6
what?
points.
Do you know? I feel like the problem with Oli might
Look at
be.
these guys are ganging
No,
up.
no,
on
no,
him.
no.
Anyway,
I'll
sorry,
be
yeah,
real.
go on,
I feel like he's got so much of that Man United DNA.
No, I'll get on to Arsenal shortly, but go on.
Yeah,
go
cool.
on. Yeah.
But I'm not. This is. I'm being objective. He's got so much of that Man United DNA in him.
Yeah.
That I feel like he does sometimes the wrong decisions that he thinks this is the Man United way. Like selling Lukaku. I know he thought, this is a Man United thing. Lukaku won't be a Man United striker.
He doesn't want to play for
my
the
bro.
shirt. He doesn't want to play for the shirt.
So
he
he's
doesn't
throwing you
play for the shirt.
Well, wait.
If the shirt goes into Championship and you guys start getting the mad badges,
But he's not. We're not going into the
I'm
championship.
not.
Let's-
I'm,
Oh,
it's a
wait,
joke.
you're
But I'm
how
saying-
long is it a joke for?
Yeah, for
How
real.
long is it a
For
joke
real.
for?
For
Because
real.
right, they say the first 10 games is where you see where you're at, no?
No, you
They're
see,
not-
you see where you are.
Okay,
We're
yes,
getting into the end
yeah,
of
but-
November, December.
But listen, listen, how many
What do you
points
mean?
have you got?
Did Tottenham start well last season?
You've
Look
got-
where they
you've
ended
got
up.
10 points.
Huh?
Where your
Tottenham
wins
came
coming
third.
from?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they started badly.
No, but listen.
They started. Manchester United were renowned for starting badly and winning the league.
No, but wait. I'm
You guys
saying
started
now,
the bad.
yeah, where are your wins coming from?
Yeah.
Who are you going to
Lukaku was your only
I don't know.
outlet
Where your
of
goals coming from?
Okay,
You
well,
need
okay.
goals to
All right,
win
well,
matches.
listen, we're not trying to make this a
was the last
Manchester
time you
United.
scored
We're
two
not trying to
goals?
make this a Manchester United inquest. Yes, a long time ago.
The last time was the first game of the season against Chelsea.
Yeah, that's, but I'm not trying to make this a Manchester
so.
United inquiry. I'm trying to be objective about the game that we just previously watched because we're digressing.
Ah,
Right?
cool.
You lot are trying to attack Man United,
But wait,
and I
I'm
don't
thinking
like
like
it.
that,
And
not
I
like
no,
that,
and I don't like it.
And I'm not attacking, I'm just.
I
pointing
don't.
out
No,
facts that
I don't like it.
I've seen about you.
Okay, no, but look.
Do you know
at,
what I'll say from that previous game though?
Yeah.
Rashford finally.
You see the reason why I brought up that graphic there, yeah, is because obviously everyone was talking about Klopp this, Klopp that. Oli outsmarted Klopp in this game with the tactics.
Well,
No, he didn't.
Come on,
You know
let's
he
be
did.
honest.
He neutralised us.
Yeah,
That's
But
five at
I
the
be
back,
real,
yeah.
like
Look at the action areas as well.
that you can outsmart like like the
Yeah, looking at that.
the young managers can outsmart like you can. Sometimes even Mourinho's come out and said, "I've got my tactics all wrong." Like sometimes they don't. I don't think that counts as a better manager.
They had 68% of possession.
the same
Yeah?
thing
And
against
what
Chelsea.
did you really do with it?
But
What did you really do with that 68%?
You did that same thing against Chelsea, innit? And you won 4-0. So I don't know if that was his plan. Like,
We had no Martial and we had no
we
Pogba
have
in
no
this game.
goals, basically.
Yeah,
But anyways,
okay.
You got one. Well, I'll come to that later on. If you
And
want
then
to
they
start.
shut up.
I don't even
They
think
shut
it
up
was
shop.
supposed to be a goal. But it is what it is.
They didn't even shut up shop. They just kept it a bit tight.
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
And we was
the last
aggressive.
10
We was on the
minutes,
front foot.
I can hear you. I can hear what you were thinking.
We was on the front
I'll
foot.
be real. I think Rashford
The
had a
last
good
10
game,
minutes,
though.
yeah. I'm
Like,
not
I've been
lying.
cussing him for a long time, but I think that's...
He had a good game. He always turns up against us, but we won't see him again. But anyways, that last 10 minutes, were you not on the ropes? Were you not thinking, shit? Or am I even allowed to say that?
Well, of course, because we were burnt out, and the thing is, basically,
When did London score 85 minutes?
This is my issue.
There were 10 more minutes of that match.
This is my only issue with this is one of my main issues with Ollie, is that his in-game management is not the greatest, because we needed to make a change at around about 70 minutes, because Liverpool, they were kind of coming into the game and starting to take control. Do you know what I mean?
But
and
who could you bring on, though? That's the thing.
Basically, I would have dropped Pereira back into the midfield, and kept Rashford on, and brought Martial on, and I probably would have brought off Fred. Do you know what I mean? Because Fred was just giving the ball. We needed ball retention, but the more and more Liverpool got the ball, they were stretching us, and then obviously the goal came.
When I think we started to play better, that's when we brought on the Ox, Keita, and the Lon.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you had bodies. Like we're limited in terms of the personnel that we can bring on at this moment in time. Do you know what I mean? Like we're a thin squad.
I feel like the main thing that we're not even highlighting on is the reason why Ollie was able to kind of nullify Liverpool's attack. That was the fullbacks.
Oh
I
think
him playing, what was it, five? Was he playing 5-5-2?
Yeah, it works.
Thingy and Robertson, he was almost like.
But remember, it's his
little
assist.
peeing himself. I'll be real, huh?
Remember, Robertson got the assist to the
He did.
But
obviously, the quality showed in the end, but
it did. But you were able to make changes, change the game.
Let's take it as it wasn't our best game, but we still did.
He was lucky to come away with a draw.
I don't think we were lucky.
No, you was lucky to come with a draw.
And I'll tell you why.
You was lucky to come with a draw. I don't even want to defend Man United, but you was lucky to come with a draw.
Mate, yeah.
You was lucky.
VAR, yeah. They've seen that foul on Origi. I don't know if the ref is a Man City fan. I don't know if he's a United fan.
Okay.
He turned a blind eye to it.
Okay.
How?
Deal with it.
Lindelof does not get the ball. He does not get the ball. He gets the man's leg. Why wasn't that?
But you have to deal with it. Tottenham had to deal with it in the Champions League final.
You're not the first.
Okay, so
what about the penalty against Leicester that you got? It's never your fault, you scousers, is it?
Listen.
Nah.
So I'm asking you a question now. Let's not play games here.
Right.
Were you or were you not lucky to score that goal?
It wasn't luck because it wasn't luck. It wasn't luck.
They wasn't lucky.
So
you guys
we're fortunate the free kick wasn't
in
given.
your eyes, that was not a free kick.
I'm not saying it wasn't a free kick. I'm saying you're saying
they
it was
weren't
lucky,
but you
because
guys
we worked that
weren't
goal
lucky.
well.
No,
Exactly.
they weren't lucky. But yeah, you guys were just unlucky.
Exactly.
So we're lucky in that moment. So
yeah, but they wasn't lucky. But they wasn't lucky.
Okay, listen. So if VAR, it's safe to say, if VAR does its job, that's no goal.
Well, if VAR does its job,
I don't know what VAR job is. I don't know what VAR job is anymore.
Okay, let's forget Leicester. In this particular game we're talking about,
Yeah.
if VAR does their job, is that a goal? Yes or no?
It probably wouldn't have been. A goal.
Exactly. And you don't score.
But it was a goal. But it was a goal.
Therefore,
it was a goal.
We would have probably won by default.
So
in my eyes,
you can't work with ifs and buts. This is you. Ifs, buts, and maybes.
In my eyes, yeah.
That's why if Gerrard didn't slip here, we would have won the league. You know what I mean? All that nonsense there, we can't deal with ifs, buts, and maybes, bro. The decision was given at the end of the day.
And it was the wrong decision.
No, but it was given.
Yeah, so why are you sitting there telling me we were lucky?
It was given. I thought you was lucky because you didn't really do anything.
Wait, go back to the stats of that match.
Possession without any penetration.
No. Go back to the stats. I want to see something. I'm trying to see something.
Oh,
go back to it.
Okay.
How many shots were on target with yours?
2.
Exactly. One of them was that goal. Am I right?
Okay.
So what did you do in that match?
But you had possession without any penetration. We were more aggressive than you. You weren't really doing anything. Well, you can be taking shots from 30 yards out and and getting shots on target. It doesn't mean
listen. You did a good job, yeah. You got your point, yeah. But don't sit here telling me like you were. I felt like I was on the rope. I thought it was attack off.
I'm not saying that.
I didn't see that, man.
What do you mean? Listen, even all the pundits were saying that you were lucky to come away with a win.
Yeah, no, they were.
Do you know what I mean? You was. You didn't play to the best of your ability.
Make their own luck, whether they're playing well or not.
I'm sorry, you did not play. I'm sorry.
You check the facts. 49 games, 1 loss. What does that tell you?
Okay, 49 games, still no Premier League title.
But we ain't finished the season.
Okay, well, you're talking...
And I want a written letter of a written apology, yeah? if we win the title. I want you to write me.
Okay, well, at the end of the day, obviously
for that stake.
Okay, at the end of the day, do you feel the result was a fair result?
I think it's 2 points dropped for us personally.
How can you say it's 2 points dropped for you?
Because of the state that you were in. Like I thought we missed the opportunity here. But we'll take.
In terms of the game,
in terms of the form they're in,
but in the game,
okay, fair enough. It's probably we didn't lose it. A point is better than nothing.
You as a neutral, what would you say?
He's not neutral, is he?
He is a neutral.
No, I'm a neutral.
Are you really?
He's a neutral.
As a neutral, I would say that Liverpool were lucky to come over.
Wait, I don't understand this lucky. Do
you know why I say that? Do you know why I say that?
What was the lucky not
if Klopp doesn't change it up by bringing on Lallana
and he did, he changed it up.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if it's just the game against Liverpool against Man United from the start, what I was seeing,
you know what?
Liverpool were too sloppy. Like they didn't look like they was. They didn't look like they deserved to win. Listen. Or to even draw at the time.
Listen. So, like I said, 48. We don't lose. We were hard to beat. We kept going. We scored a lot of late goals. What happened at Old Trafford? We scored another late goal. You make your own luck in football.
So you think signs of champions? You think?
Well, I'm not trying to say all I can say.
I'm asking.
Trying to be offensive.
We lifted the big airs up high. That's
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about Europe. I'm not talking about European football. I'm asking about the Premier League. Is it signs of champions or what?
Well, that's a great sign.
I'm asking because I want this documented on camera. I want this documented on camera.
That's a sign of a good team.
What? No, signs of champions.
Well, you could, if we win it, you could say that.
Why are you being modest for?
I'm being modest.
Why are you being modest? Signs of champions.
Because they haven't won the league yet.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah,
once they win the league, he's going to go hard.
29 games to go. But then I'll tell you something, mate. If we do manage to win this league, we'll look back at this moment.
If you don't win this league,
we will look back at this moment.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough. Okay, so it ended.
Only time could tell.
It ended 1-1. Okay, the battle lines were drawn,
it just seemed that you guys were more happy with this. That's what it seemed to me like.
No, I was pleased with the performance because going into this game,
you're not used to a performance. That what you're telling me.
Under Ollie this season, it's clearly documented.
You take what you get.
In that game, In that game, absolutely.
No,
it was the pre-performance, and we nullified you. You didn't do anything to us, really, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Possession without any penetration, but it's cool. But it ended 1-1 anyway. We'll draw our battle lines again. At Anfield, and we'll dine in hell. That's fine. It's not a problem. Ended 1-1. Obviously, I was disappointed. He's disappointed, but we have to move on.
I was disappointed.
Anyway.
I wanted Liverpool to lose.
I think everybody. I think the whole land did, really, to be honest. But I guess obviously it's time we move on to the next topic. Okay, so what I want to move on to is Arsenal, because there's been a lot of talk this week. I mean, there's been a lot of disgruntled fans with Arsenal. How they've been playing, the players that they've been playing, and I feel it's only right that I touch upon that because a lot of Arsenal fans at the beginning of the season thought they turned the corner.
They did.
Yeah.
They thought they turned the corner.
The way they were talking. I even heard some saying, there's going to be City, then Arsenal, then Liverpool. That sounds heavy.
They're talking like as if top four is a given.
Yeah, given, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the arrogance came. It was in an arrogance.
I don't like it.
Listen. I'm not trying to say that Arsenal are not contenders for the top four, but there was an unwarranted arrogance.
Top four.
And you know what? Basically, I had an argument with my cousins, not too long ago whereby I was saying I haven't really seen a lot of change and improvement, and they were saying there's been improvement, but I couldn't really see improvement. And I mean, the next graphic is telling. It's telling. It's telling. I mean, Wenger in his last 47 games and Unai Emery in his first 47 games, Wenger has a better record.
Do you know what? I'll be real, yeah.
So
I think it's disrespectful to even compare Emery to Wenger. Like, I'll be real, even in Wenger's last dying years or whatever you want to say.
Dying years.
No, honestly, because you have to remember, like, when Wenger came to Arsenal, he lit it up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you're comparing, like, his first games to Emery's first games, it's completely, obviously the times are completely different. But I think what we have to look at is as well, like, the only thing that's gotten better is there's a couple better players. Like, we got Turney now. He's looking like a proper left back. He's looking like a solid solution to our left back problems. Obviously, Aubameyang, he's looking like the striker we've been needing since Henry left. Do you know what I'm saying? Lacazette's a baller. Obviously, Ozil's going through his thing, but I think we got better players now. We got Pepe. We always wanted a winger. Obviously, before Sanchez, so we got better players. But now we've got a guy that's not even playing them in their right position. Not even. I can't say right positions. He's just not playing the right players.
Yeah, like
Week in, week out. It's not even like there's 1 week where I could say he got the team right. And I'm not a football expert, but if everyone is saying it, pundits on saying why didn't Torreira start or why did
Ozil against? I don't know why he didn't start him
at
against
Sheffield United. Sheffield United, bruv, that's the type. That's Ozil's bread and butter. When teams wanna, kind of close up and he just picks them apart.
Okay, can I get this graphic back up again though? I want to get this graphic because obviously I understand that you've got better players. I understand you've got better players. If I can get this graphic back up, I can't get my words out. If I can get this graphic back up, which it is, Now, my issue is here. Like you got rid of Wenger, you got Emery. However, you're conceding more goals.
And we're scoring less.
And you're scoring less. So, I mean, less clean sheets.
He beats him on every occasion.
Yeah.
Except the games. He beats him on every occasion.
So, he beats him on every occasion. So, for me, it's like, where is the improvement? It still seems like the same Arsenal. Like, you're saying you got better players, but I feel like it's a cultural thing in your team.
And I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Even if it is a cultural thing, why would you now come in and say, do you know what? I'm going to make Xhaka the captain.
Oh, that's
but there's some things that if you want to shift culture, like Man United giving Rashford 300k, that's a cultural thing. Because you want to inspire all the young Man United. Used to be like, right, man can get 300, boom, boom, boom. All the moves we're making, like the ostracizing of Ozil, that's not inspired. Like, all these younger youths, they all look up to Ozil. You look at all of their little posts, they're always on Ozil. That's not a good example straight away. So already, it's like he's going against the culture. And then you're making a guy like Xhaka captain.
That's bang on my ass.
Bruv, you're still starting Kolasinac. Like, the guy is... Kolasinac is not a left back. He's not a left back.
He's a bodyguard, didn't he?
I don't know. He's a bodyguard. He should decide. Ozil should decide, sign him. I'll be real. Like, that's the thing with Emery I don't get. Like, I would say it's a cultural thing, and everyone will say, oh, it's Arsenal's mentality, rah, rah, rah. But it doesn't even look like Emery's trying to go against it. It's like he's just adding fuel to the flame.
Because a lot of your Arsenal fans, you got excited. I mean, you got David Luiz.
But wouldn't you get excited if you saw? Okay, if you was a manager, you came to Arsenal. Wenger's just gone. It's a new leaf. If you saw our players from the start of the season, you'd be happy. Like, you wouldn't be over the moon because you'd think, oh, the defence is a bit shaky. But the attack, you'd be like, Ozil, Lacazette, Pepe, you'd be happy. Like, you'd be trying to find ways to bring all the... the guy's still playing Xhaka and, like, you're putting young Saka, left wing, when the boy, like, you're going to kill the boy's confidence before it's too... Like, he's doing...
Do you think he's playing Saka to make an example out of Ozil?
Maybe it's an attitude.
Do you know what? I'll be real. I didn't think that, and I only thought that until when we lost to Sheffield, because he took off Pepe, which was our best player, despite him missing that sitter.
He brought on Willock, isn't it?
No, I think he brought, was it Martinelli?
Martinelli, yeah.
He's been good in Europa.
No, Martinelli's good, but why didn't you take off Saka? Why did you take off Pepe, the guy that was playing the best for us, and you leave on little 17-year-old youth? Bruv, like, if I was a big man, I'd be looking at that like, yo, you trying to, like...
Violate me.
Yeah, and the little boy, he's probably, like... Not little boy, because he's big enough, but he's probably thinking, like, raw, like I kind of wanted a little break. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could see, like, he was overwhelmed in the match. Like, things like that, it will let me think, like, yeah, you're trying to... Is this a dig at Ozil or something? Then I see Ozil's post today about you make me laugh.
You make me laugh. And he had a post, I wish I got
that. And he's laughing, and it's like, what's going on here? Because he done the same thing to Neymar at PSG. And as soon as he left, it's like everyone was playing better.
Let's get this graphic here, because there's a few fans that are getting quite disgruntled here. They're saying, you know, Emery, Home Office Visa Department,
Yeah.
they shake hands. Emery, Royal Court of Appeal, Emery, Border Force. So,
It's the same crap. There's a few fans.
yeah, no. I'm saying a few fans have been getting angry.
see.
So I've got a graphic here.
Okay.
Yeah, so can you let me present? yeah. But what I'm saying, yeah, so there's a few fans that are getting onto him on social media, and that's just one example, right? So he's clearly highlighting that he wants Emery out.
Because he's upsetting us.
But what?
That's what I'm saying. He's going against the Arsenal culture.
you know-
Even Wenger.
Yeah.
Wenger's had a dig at him, you know.
Yeah.
When they asked Wenger in one interview, they was like, "How do you think about Pepe playing?" Wenger said it himself, but you know how Wenger he's sly with it. He was like, "Pepe's a player where you need to play him in a more attacking football."
Yeah.
He basically saying to man, "Stop doing this. Three defensive mids in the middle." Where Pepe, Abanyan, these guys are getting no service.
Do you know
Okay, well, you're saying he doesn't get no service, but how did he miss this opportunity? Let's get the graphic here. You tell me, £72 million. £72 million. I mean, what does that give you?
Them
you
things
get on
happen,
top?
man. The ball just bounces up quick on a,
How
you know, it
dare
might bobble up. I'll be real.
How do you explain it to your grandkids?
You know what it is? I can even show you some things where Ronaldo's kind of missed certain things like that.
Yeah.
Every ball is gonna kind of miss one of those. I'll be real. There's been
But
numerous
can you
ballers.
blame Emery for missing that opportunity there before, obviously, Sheffield United went on to
The
go and
only
score?
thing I can say is that Pepe, he doesn't really get a lot of these chances. So maybe he was shocked. Like,
No, I
the ball-
get it, but
I don't know.
You score that goal, the game changes.
Yeah, it does.
It does, yeah. The game flips.
what?
You know, I'll be real. I can't make an excuse. He flopped there. He took the L there. He
What
took
were you
the
gonna say,
L.
Sol?
There's no
I
excuse.
say, yeah.
I can't even lie.
You see, Arsenal fans, I don't know where it is, I think you guys, you need to be real with yourself. You need to look. Everybody needs to
Deep
sit
down,
and
yeah,
look
into the core,
your
into the
own
core.
hearts. You need to look into your own heart.
Since Liverpool have done this little thing, you guys.
You need to just think to yourself now, This is not the Arsenal of Henry, Perez, or what's it? Vieira. You're not that guy. You are not that guy anymore. You get me? You as Arsenal, you're not that team anymore. So
I think
where
it's
you
like
are
that.
now, what? Let's be real.
It's been 10 years.
What?
We've
You
been
lost how
going-
many games have you lost? 2 games this season.
Yeah.
Man City lost 2 games as well, innit? So you get me? You just low expectations. That's what I'm saying, innit? Don't
What do you
think
mean low
title, don't,
expectations?
I think
Okay.
just lower expectations, you'll be happy.
Okay, so if you was to ask a Man City fan, which none of us know any of them, wouldn't they be
I know, my cousin,
wouldn't
my
they
little
be
cousin's one.
fuming about wouldn't they say that we potentially blown the league by losing those 2 games?
It's too early.
But okay, I'm saying like I've heard that from people, like saying that
you've heard?
I've heard from pundits, even Gary Neville and all of them, man, have said
chopping the gun.
from when Liverpool were like, was it 6 points or 8 points ahead?
We're 6
It was
points
like
down, we're 8.
it's Liverpool's league to win, like literally. It's Liverpool.
Well,
So if you go back to the losing 2 games, you can see how losing 2 games can blow your whole league.
But what are you-
it's not like we're being ungrateful or nothing. It's just that we should not have lost. We should have been losing the people we
No,
lost.
no, no,
to.
It was a cold night in Yorkshire, though, man.
What do you mean?
No,
The people,
I don't care if
Oh,
it's
let's
a
talk, let's
cold
talk.
night.
You lost to the European champions. What are you gonna say?
Where was
about
Ozil? Why was Lacazette not on the? Why was Lacazette on the bench?
Listen,
He's our best player.
the only loss that you can question is the Sheffield United one in the league. The other one you lost to Liverpool. We do you for a living, like season in, season out.
I'll be real.
Always
Even
do
with the
you
Liverpool game, he should have set up better.
Yeah, he should have set up
But if I say that, people will say Liverpool will still win. But Emery put out a Ceballos left wing. What was he thinking? Was he thinking Ceballos is gonna handle Trent? Come on, man.
what are
The guy, it's like he's doing things that even a common man on the road will say, no, why would you do that? A commoner. Why is Socrates still playing? Bring in Holding. Socrates can't
don't
kick
know what he's
ball.
doing there.
Holding is a baller. Holding is a guy that you could put in midfield.
Okay, so if Emery was to play the right, oh actually no.
I don't think
let's not deal with if buts
I
and
don't
maybes.
think that Arsenal the team is what's the word? They're not taking in his style because I saw one clip
Because they don't like it.
with them playing from the back. You know, against
Sheffield United, yeah, they couldn't get back. Yeah, they couldn't get.
that
They couldn't
was-
get.
I don't-
they got
that was
straight
championship football.
They don't like it. You remember, Wenger's philosophy was freedom. Like, he used to give players freedom. So a lot of the times when he would do...
Sounds like
people
you're
used to...
missing Wenger.
No, bruv. I would prefer Wenger than this
So Wenger
fraud.
in, yeah.
Wenger in.
Where? I'll be honest,
would've
yeah.
thought?
I'll be honest. If we was to sack Emery now and Wenger wanted to do caretaker manager,
They're getting on their knees.
I would bring him in.
Shit. Interim manager,
Yeah,
Wenger's at the wheel.
No, I heard Lundberg is going to be the caretaker manager when he gets sacked.
Okay, just to finalise on Arsenal, okay, what are you expecting this season going forward? Like, what are you
I'm expecting Emery to get sacked. I'm being real. I'm actually being honest. I expect him 2 more losses and he's gone.
Well, you don't want to give him to end of
You don't want to
the
give him time?
What for?
Okay.
He's going. He's got 2-year deal.
But
He's gonna go anyway.
No,
You might as well just bring in the new man.
You sack him. What changes? Because you see, look, let's get the clip. The graphic by Evra. I'm just gonna bring up a comment that he said. He said, "I'm not surprised. It's Arsenal. I used to call them my babies 10 years ago, and they're still babies now. They're still babies.
Did they grow?
Yeah,
Evra's one of those ballers where he doesn't know how to talk on football properly. But
No,
cool.
but he's telling the truth though.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Because he said every time I would play Arsenal, he knew he was gonna win.
What
Yeah,
he
he knew it
needs
was
to
3
do is
points.
turn
Now he basically what he's saying. Obviously, he's on the outside looking in. So he's saying basically, I haven't seen a change in Arsenal within 10 years. They're still the same now. So you're saying sack Emery. What changes?
Alright, cool. Evra couldn't say that back in the day to our old players.
I'm not
you know
saying
why?
that, but he wasn't there at the time.
It's just the personnel. Like, I really think it's just the personnel. And from making someone like Xhaka captain, that's already stunting everything you're talking about babies, because Xhaka is one of the most. He makes most mistakes he plays like a
reckless.
kid sometimes. Like even that red card, that's a kid. Like that's the only a kid would do things like that. So if you're talking about baby and childish mentality, it's personnel.
The penalty he conceded at Tottenham as well.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Even that, things like that. It's like we brought in people like Torreira. Torreira for me has got the mentality that we want.
Yeah, bulldog.
When you saw him in the North London derby, when he's diving in and he's got that kind of heart, like lion
Street
of
football, innit?
yeah. That's what we want to see. Like Guendouzi's even kind of got that little. Sometimes Guendouzi, I'll be thinking he's the oldest guy on the pitch because he's like the one like taking
Pushing
the
out,
like
no responsibility.
I feel like
He's probably been your
the
best player
players
this
we
season.
the players we play, like when the personnel's never gonna change. Like the whole baby personality thing, you can say that, but I honestly believe like if there was like kids of a young age but they were ballers. They won't have that little. You won't think they're babies.
Okay, well, based on your feeling,
you know what I'm saying?
Based on your feeling today, yeah, because that's what I like to say today, yeah. Before we move on to the game on the weekend, so we have this documented on You Know the Score. Where do you think you guys are going to finish this season?
5th or 4th.
5th or 4th. So if you finish 4th,
Depends on Chelsea's form.
If you finish 4th, who's that going to be in front of?
In front of Tottenham. And I'm not just saying that because I'm Arsenal, but Tottenham are looking like if they don't do something, if they don't mend the boat in January, they're sinking.
Cool.
Tottenham might join you.
Speaking of Tottenham, anyway.
Leicester, you have to watch out for.
Yeah, no, we
and
do.
that's why I
we
said
do,
4th or
we do.
5th, because
we're not in the Midlands right now. That's it.
United.
No, that's what we have to think of right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not in.
Leicester, Chelsea, it's those two. They're looking like. Because Chelsea surprised us all. Let's be real.
I didn't know Frank was going to do this.
Yeah, Frank is moving.
I love that Frank, you know.
Frank is showing better signs than Oli.
But moving on anyway. Moving on.
What, you don't want to talk about that?
Huh? Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not in the position to be talking about my club in the way I used to. So you know, I've been humble, but I'll still hold my own. But yeah, moving forward to this weekend, you know, we've got the game of the weekend is Liverpool versus Spurs at Anfield. Tobes, how are you feeling about that game in particular?
Nervous.
Liverpool gonna win. I'm not even nervous about it.
Listen, I'm nervous. These teams, they troubled us. We got lucky last season. Like I think it was the Reece mistake, and he's not even there to make another mistake.
Oh, then Sissoko.
What happened in Tottenham's last game?
They drew 1-1 with Watford.
Yeah, you guys are wiping.
No, but you know what it is.
Do you know why as well? You guys playing Man United last week is the reason why you're gonna beat them, because you guys are gonna say a team that's doing bad, we should beat them
at home.
We let our man slip. Tottenham, they're doing bad. We should beat them. This time we're gonna turn up, because I saw the same thing you guys done. Obviously it's the same team, but against Barca, like when Barca beat you first, it's like you guys were playing better than them.
But I
But
didn't
Tottenham didn't-
understand
And
that.
the
But you see the Barca loss. I was sitting there, I was watching. I couldn't believe the scoreline.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but I'm saying you was playing better. But that's what I'm saying. You're gonna. I feel like you might not even play better than Tottenham, but you're just gonna turn up and
I don't
score.
think it'll be easy though. Tottenham, it's never been easy with them. Like,
Bruv, Eriksen, he don't want to play for them no more.
But I don't think he will start there because they won 5-0 without him during the midweek. Because obviously I think he's on his way out.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't
He's
signed a
gone
new deal.
somewhere.
He's going somewhere in January. So I think obviously.
me, I don't want to see Henderson in the starting line.
Swear.
Mothers, I've had enough, man. I believe.
Hey, why doesn't Keita get no starts?
I don't know. I don't. Listen,
I feel like he's a
yesterday,
baller, fam. Like,
KR, the Ox, and Fabinho. But how can we leave out Ronaldo? They
You
look
can't,
better.
you can't leave out Wijnaldum.
Okay, so maybe
Ronaldo
the
was
Ox
dead
has
against
to
United,
start.
though.
He was.
For what he did yesterday, he has to start. Even when he came on against United, he's looking hungry. Like he's getting back to fitness and everything.
So
I don't want to see Henderson there. It's too
So
safe.
you're
I
being,
like the guy. I like Jordan, but
you're
it's
being
too
modest
safe.
and think obviously it'll be a tough game.
It'll be. Listen,
Is Salah
I
back?
don't think. Yeah, I think he should be. He scored yesterday, innit?
Yeah, you guys will win, man.
It should be.
I honestly
okay,
think
listen, these
2-1 or 3-1.
2-1 probably if that. But I won't be surprised if it's a 1-1 or not 0-0 because we both scored. But
Well,
I don't
can
think.
even go
I
lose.
don't think you guys can. I think
can
you guys
lose.
have to win this.
we can lose. Like
yeah.
I think like you. I feel like
If
Klopp
you-
knows that you guys have to win.
I
this.
think you have
for
to
your
win.
mentality.
Yeah.
Like you guys have.
Because you already
to win.
dropped 2 points and obviously City are now 5
we're
points
gonna
behind
drop.
you.
Let's be real. We're not gonna win
Every game, I know that. Yes, I know
We
that.
might even lose more than one game. Like I'm
No,
preparing
you guys are
myself
gonna
for-
luse. Obviously, you're not gonna do. You're not Arsenal.
Well, yeah. Anyway, what
Not
I like to do.
You're not unbeatable.
What I like to do anyways.
not
I like to do the combined 11 anyway.
Yeah.
So I've got I picked this combined 11 here anyway. If we can get it up on screen. So this was my Liverpool and Tottenham combined 11. Pretty much based on this season. I mean, if it wasn't for Matip's form, then I would have had Alderweireld in there. But our Spurs at the back have been very shaky.
Yeah, Matip's been.
I mean, it hurt me. It hurt me to leave Son out.
It even
Leave
hurt
Son.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, yeah, that Firmino, yeah, that's what makes the.
I'd put Son instead of
But you know
Eriksen.
what? Let's be fair. Kane has to be there. I'll put Kane.
Yeah,
He has to
Kane
be
has
up at
to
the
be
top at the number 9
Well,
position.
Like, but my argument is Firmino's tried and tested. Like that.
What do you mean? But
works.
Kane's record speaks for
It
itself.
really does. So on that
basis. On that basis, yeah.
Who am I to argue it?
But yeah, I
No,
mean,
I'll be real. I couldn't argue with that. I think that's spot on.
It's
Yeah.
spot on, isn't it?
I might have changed Son for Eriksen,
But
but Eriksen. No,
Eriksen in that position there. That's
Yeah,
you know what
Son,
I mean?
you're taking. You put Son there, you're really taking him
Yeah.
out.
His comfort zone, yeah. And I mean, I think the back four speaks for itself, to be honest.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, the
Tried
back
and
four.
tested.
I mean, you ain't gonna have Orae there or Carl Walker-Peters at right back. You ain't gonna have Danny Rose at left back.
It was funny seeing
Robertson right now. Who's better than him at left back?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He don't know either.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah.
God knows.
But if Tony gets a little
It's
start,
not. Let's be real. Like he keeps him out the Scotland team. Let's just be home. Let's humble ourselves.
But Tierney has been
Listen,
injured though.
If
He has been injured.
Tierney
if
is
he's
hard.
good, listen. Terry's hard. Don't get me wrong.
Did you see him?
Yeah, I've seen him. He's good,
He's
but
hard.
he has a lot to do to get up to Robertson's. What's Robert? Look how many assists Robert. In the last 2 seasons, yeah, alone, him and Trent or Drake. They're the most with assists. They've given the most.
They're enjoying
assists.
that, isn't it?
So as an
Yeah,
attack,
he
what they
loves it.
do, you can't talk to Robertson. I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah. I mean, that back four, it did
can't,
speak for
you can't.
itself. I mean, Alisson
You
in
could
goal.
try it like you did there, but
Yeah.
in your hearts of hearts,
I just wanted to get Son in this team, man.
Yeah,
I mean, Son is a
You should have
delightful
done a
player,
bench
man.
lineup as well.
He's a delightful. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. This is the combined 11, not combined 11 plus bench. Do you know what I mean? But I would have loved to have got, because I was actually thinking about leaving Salah out and putting Son in it, but that's a bit controversial, don't you think?
Oh, you're trying to say his son is.
Do you know what it is? Salah doesn't really play that great, but
He's
he
effective.
always scores.
Yeah, he's
Well,
effective.
he's-
He's effective. Yeah, he's effective.
He does his job. Let's just put it there.
Yeah, nah, he's effective. He's effective.
He plays like he don't want to be at the team.
Does he really? Do you think Aubameyang and Lacazette want to be watching everybody play?
100%
let's be
Aubameyang
real.
wants to be at Arsenal.
Listen.
100%
I
like
think
that
Real
wants to
Madrid
be
are
at
gonna come knocking for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
You know?
Listen,
He's
though.
30, bro.
But listen,
He's retiring at Arsenal.
Listen. If you don't get Champions League this season, yeah, Okay, Aubameyang, he comes from Dortmund, yeah? He was playing Champions League football. He thinks the first season, okay, I may have to stay a season away from Champions League. He stayed 3 seasons. You think he's going to stay if you don't get Champions League this season and somebody comes knocking?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you digress anyway, because I was talking about...
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah,
think
I don't think they're going to stay.
I do think
Even
he's
like I
gonna
said,
stay.
I think they need to leave. I'll be honest with you. I think they need bigger teams. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this over. I like
He's so cheeky, innit? He's
I just think they need a
he's
bigger
not even
team.
cheeky,
I think
but
they need
you know
a
why?
team, yeah,
Because-
that match ambitions. The way he's playing, yeah, he plays like a Champions League striker. You're not a Champions League team. I think this lad needs a Champions
Fam,
League
you
team.
think your team is
Yeah,
so
So we win.
sick.
So listen, I don't want to, I don't want to come.
You know
here.
Salah's leaving.
Is he really? Or
Yes, he is.
Where is he going?
Does
on?
he play like he wants to be at your team?
Yes, he does.
Does he?
Check
Does
his
he?
record yourself, man.
His record is for the other people to buy him. He don't.
Are you
I
sure?
see in his face,
You
boy.
know-
He
you know
don't.
Salah?
Is
He
he
don't
going to Real
actually.
You know Salah.
He
yeah?
don't give that heart that Mane does.
You know Aubameyang?
Huh?
You know Aubameyang?
But I can
I'm
tell.
not-
I'm
Mane
just
and
saying.
no,
I'm
I'm-
just saying.
I'm
Aubameyang-
choosing your logic against you. 'cause you-
Aubameyang is staying at Arsenal more
Why?
than Salah is staying at Liverpool.
I don't think so. If
Aubameyang loves, but he's on Arsenal fan TV saying about my blood clot Yang and everything. Are you mad? The guy is in love with the fans.
Is
Like,
it the money
that's
then? Because ambition-wise, yeah, it's Arsenal team to stay ambition-wise.
Bruv, Aubameyang is 30 years old.
No, but ambition.
I'll be real, like,
Do you think he wants
he's
to play
probably
Europe
saying to
forever?
himself, the smartest thing I can do, if I see my career at Arsenal,
No, I'm sorry.
and
I
hopefully,
think
like
if a
after
big
the,
team comes from,
remember,
he's gone,
there's
I
a
think.
new manager that's gonna come in. Allegri's there. Things can change. He knows that football can change in a year.
Yeah.
Chelsea won the league like 3-4 years ago. Look at them now.
Yeah.
Look at them now.
They're still
They're-
getting the
now
Champions
this-
League.
Huh?
They're still in Champions League.
When was the last time you won the league?
For me,
Yeah.
I wasn't born then, but
Exactly, fam. So
Well,
yeah, just
yeah, but
Aubameyang is staying. More
You
Salah,
want him to stay?
Salah,
No.
2 years
I'll put a
or
bet
one,
on, yeah. Listen,
one more
listen.
year. Salah's gonna be like, I'm tired of this Liverpool, this dead area.
it's a dead area. I'll give it that.
Exactly. Also, all of
Football-wise-
all of these guys, they love it in
football-wise-
London. Footballers love it in London.
Football-wise, it's better than you get me than to be at Arsenal. Am I lying?
Footballers
Alright,
love the lifestyle a lot more than looking at the football these days.
Or probably the modern football. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, to finalise anyway, I just wanted to get out this clip anyway. So, I mean, you said it's going to be a tough game, but Klopp actually edges it in terms of the amount of games won.
know
If we can get up this graphic here, we'll see how many, who
not
has
gonna lie.
has the edge anyway.
That edge thing, I don't think he. Don't
I mean,
really-
they've met 8 times under the current manager, and you've obviously
doesn't
come out
mean- listen,
on top
football is not
on 3
won
occasions.
past,
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
I'm not saying you're saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'm
I'm-
just saying that. That's just what I'm saying. Football
Yeah.
is not won on these records.
Oh, so you're just trying to go game by
yeah,
game.
it's game. But that's how it has to be.
Okay, cool. All right. Well,
It has to be that way.
what-
Even though I'm a hypocrite,
This guy thinks
because
it's,
listen,
yeah.
listen. Man says yeah, you know, City and Liverpool. City ain't beat Liverpool at Anfield since 1990 something. But that don't mean nothing when they come to Anfield. It's a different. It's a new season.
Well,
you
you-
play it game by game.
you as a neutral, what do you think the score's going to be?
I think 3-1, 2-1.
To who, please?
Not the Spurs.
Let's say it again.
Like,
Say it
I'll be
again.
real, like I don't know. I mean, Ali's back for them, so that's a bit of a brightness there for them. But other than that,
they can.
they need that creator. And if they don't start, okay, I'll say this: if they don't start Ericsson, I think they're losing 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
I think they'll score.
And what would you
Score how? Like not even score how, but
we find a way to concede. Even though we have the best defense in the league at the moment, we're
Cool.
still
That's
we still
fine. Well, I
concede.
need to wrap up anyway.
Yeah.
What do you think the score's going to be?
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's got an edgy 2-1 to Liverpool. I'm just saying that in hope, but really, I think it's gonna be 1-1. But I don't like saying 1-1.
Well, I'm going for a
gonna say
2-2.
2-1.
2-2.
I'm going for a 2-2.
Yeah, you're pagan anyways.
What
but
do you mean?
2-1.
Oh, I'm going for a
2-2.
2-2. Yeah, I'm going for a 2-2.
You think Tottenham are scoring 2 goals?
Yeah, it can
Yeah,
score
I'm
2.
going
I
for
won't be
2-2.
surprised. You know what? I won't be surprised if it's 2-2.
I'm going for a 2-2.
I won't be
Tottenham are not
surprised.
scoring past more than 1 goal.
Well, it's documented.
I'll bet-
isn't it?
I'll bet
It's documented.
All right, cool.
It's
Tottenham are not
documented.
scoring more than 1 goal.
It's documented. But anyway, well, thanks guys for joining me. God, I'm conscious of time. Do you know what I mean? Where can they
How
find
do
you
you do
on?
for time?
Huh?
You
Well,
can find me on the Instagram,
Yeah.
ORAEKHALIL, Orae Khalil. Find me on all socials. Man, dropping new music soon. So
Yeah, we getting more content soon, more music.
more content, more
South
music
Asylum.
coming. South Asylum movies out right
visuals.
now. YouTube links. Just put in Orae on YouTube, you'll see the video.
Oh wow, I'll put it on the strap line when I do all the editing and stuff like that.
Calm.
Toz, where can they find you?
Instagram and Snapchat, I believe.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, like, are you going to advise where they can find you? Like you said, Instagram, but you haven't.
Tobzshayo. There's no underscore.
This guy's shy.
Yeah, man. Tobzshayo.
This guy.
Yeah, just tag me in it.
Just tag you.
You do the rest. Just tag
But
me.
boys, well, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me today. You know what I mean? We've been talking about the game on the weekend. Manchester United won, Liverpool won. We've been talking about Arsenal's woes
Emery
and
out.
how they're soft-centered. He's saying Emery out.
Emery out.
in.
Well,
Emery
I don't
out.
know. It remains to be
Oli
seen.
in.
And we're building up to, well, we built up to the game this weekend. You're dumb still. You're still
for
going to
me,
beat
it's
us.
Oli
innit?
in and
But you know
Emery.
what's funny? Yeah, these Liverpool and Arsenal, they both came to Old Trafford, still couldn't beat us when we're out.
That's because of what Fergie's
It
built.
is what it is. But I'm sorry.
It's
I'm so
it's
sorry.
like when you're spending
I'm
your
so-
parents' money.
I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm
like-
conscious of
How do you
time.
celebrate that?
It's you know the score.
That's what-
That is celebrating.
It's your boy
Drew.
Shingy
At his
_London.
home. At his home,
I've changed my what you call it, my
Listen,
handle.
you're
I
celebrating-
don't care. It's you
celebrating-
know the score. Clem,
You're
wrap it up.
celebrating
It's done. Make sure
That's-
you like, share, subscribe to you know the score.
Emery
You know what
out.
it is. Yeah, it's your
Emery,
boy
cut.
Shingy.
Emery, leave
We're
the club.
done, man. It's you know the score, man. Subscribe, man. Comment on the show. It's beautiful. We're done.